Hello, everybody. How is it going? We are back, baby. The Fandom Collective. Bring your own topic. Sunday is going on today. And Slip, what is going on in your head?
Not a mucho, but glad to be here. Glad to bring this opportunity to the fandom to bring up some topics and see what comes up tonight.
Hell yeah. Well, I'd like to invite our first guest, Mr. Ghost, whom is because there's nobody in the chat yet. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. Yeah, I didn't have time to set up the stream today until I just got off work and I just put it out there. So it might take people a little bit to start rolling on in here and seeing what they're all up to and whatnot. So I'll drop the link in the chat, I guess, now so that people who feel like coming on in can come on in. I'll tell everybody. I'll let the banner play that says that we'll rotate people in and out so that they're all good.
That's cool.
Here we go. All right. And until we get somebody coming on in, how's your day going, man?
Pretty good, man. Had a earlier than I'd like Sunday. Jumped up, got out of bed, and had to get going. But I've been wanting to watch the Sonic movie.
I know I've been hearing some good things about that lately.
Right. It's like gonna totally kill Birds of Prey. God, if I hear one more thing about Birds of Prey, I'm gonna shoot myself.
Did you hear? I was hearing some people going over the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes or on an article or a website or something, and they're like doing they're trying to do a Sonic review. They're like, oh, I took my husband and two sons to go see Sonic, but it was so vulgar. There was KKK stuff and white supremacy and vulgarities and language or something, even though it probably wasn't. But then they went next door to see Birds of Prey, and they had much better time over there, which is rated R, by the way. And it's like, okay.
Birds of Prey had racism and stuff like that. Like
they're saying that Sonic did.
Oh, Sonic. Oh, okay.
They're saying that Sonic did, and then they went to go see Birds of Prey, and then they were happier because they said it didn't, or something. It's like, I think homophobic slurs was the other word they're saying that Sonic had, and it's like, I highly doubt that. And even if so, grow up.
For real.
Well, but it was the type of thing where I think it was like that same review was like copied and pasted all over. So it was like, how they say that there's like, the Russian bots that, are negatively reviewing something. It was kind of like that, but opposite for positive reviewing and trying to review bomb Sonic, but then like praise Birds of Prey.
God, people are so strange like that.
So stupid. I'm going to say hello to the chat real quick. We got Death by Saber on in the chat. And if you guys don't know, you guys can feel free to join the stream. We'll rotate people in one at a time. Like in 15-minute intervals, we'll probably go for like an hour or so. And whoever comes on in, we'll bring them on in. And that's pretty much how it's going today. It's pretty chill today. It's actually sunny over in my neck of the woods, even though it's usually rainy. So I'm like looking outside going, sunshine. Yes.
And you're in Washington.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like Washington does normally over here. Like in Georgia.
So cloudy and rainy?
Yeah, cloudy, rainy, on and off rain, kind of misty and shit. But that's a real switcheroo, man. You're in the northwest corner of the United States. I'm in the southeast. I don't count Florida. That's more like
they're more like our toe thumb,
Yeah, subtropical almost.
Exactly. It is still cold though. But we also got Daytona Falls in the chat. What's up, buddy? And Continuum Trek.
Hey,
he said, or the Continuum. Is that still Continuum Trek? It says the Continuum. I see that as Continuum Trek, but I don't know.
I started posting them as the Continuum yesterday.
Okay.
I assume.
I didn't notice the name change. Then we got Over Easy Mode in the chat. It says, hey, guys. I don't know why I say it like that.
Over easy mode. All right.
Yeah, but Daytona Falls says the woke culture is imploding. This crap won't last much longer. That's kind of what I feel. I feel like, but there's a 5 years tops more of this stuff. Like, I feel like it's already it's like, just like with the Last Jedi stuff. Like by now when people talk about it, I'm not really phased anymore. I just go, yeah, it's dumb. So, all right, anyway, on with lunch.
It's gotten to a point where it's almost so tiring to hear about. Like if someone's gonna start bringing up you're white privilege, or hey, this was in a movie and it's ruining the movie. I still feel very strongly about it, but you don't really see a lot of people backing it. I mean, Birds of Prey was tanking, and people are just tired of it. I think even a lot of the people who jumped on the bandwagon for the woke culture. You know, they're just like, oh my God, this whole thing has been so tiring. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I literally, I mean, I would agree. It is on the way out. And
Well, it's like, because it's also like every time they do something, it cuts creativity in the throat every time it tries to do anything. And it's just very annoying. It's almost boring to talk about now, personally, because it's just like, yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, I know, right? Like, that's what they do now. It's so normal that it's just stupid.
Yeah, I think they're wearing it out is a good way to put it. And they've managed to make many of the creators on YouTube very happy for what they've done. If anything, they've made a lot of people, you know, more popular in a way, giving them a good program, you know. Not it is to the detriment of, you know, our pop culture and our enjoyment of entertainment and everything. But I look back at some older shows, what pop culture was back like. I'm not going to get into the whole Star Trek show itself again, but I'd love to, believe me. But I look back at some of the ways they present, you know, liberal subjects and specifics like women having jobs or workplace issues with, you know, people that are different in whatever way have you. And they just didn't virtue signal. They didn't say, hey, on this next episode, we're going to have this. So watch it tonight because we support this. And it's funny, when I was growing up, I really felt very connected to that train of thought. Like I said to myself, I said, well, I'm very, you know, open about people being different. Who cares? You know, I'm very good with that. And I moved on. I didn't really think a lot about it. But nowadays, it's sort of like, if you don't accept that because you're not, okay, if you're white, you have to accept that you're, you know, it's your fault or something like that. I don't know. But I think that whole thing started at the colleges and will end in the colleges. I'm sure it's still going on out there, but I don't see it having it's run out of steam. It's run out of breath. Like when you're working out, you just can't push anymore. When you're finally done and you know it's a tired topic. And I hope that it goes back to the other way, the way it was, you know, when you could watch a movie or a TV show and you'd say, oh, look at that. There were, you know, two women hanging out in the background, or, you know, who cares that there's, you know, I don't know, different cultures in this movie or what. It's just there and you don't even think about it, you know. I hope it goes back to that.
Yeah, I agree. Growing up, it was like, it wasn't a thing that we would fixate on. And then when I got older, people would just mention it more. And I'm like, well, now I'm thinking about it because keep on bringing it up every goddamn time. So,
right.
But,
well, the virtue signaling is definitely the reason I think, hey, you know, Hollywood's going to do anything and try everything, I think, to get people to go to movies or to reach out and say, hey, we're, you know, just virtue signaling. But hopefully it'll change soon. It has affected the creativity. You're right.
Yep. Daytona Falls has a question. It says, have any of you seen Dark Tower game remake?
Dark Tower.
I think that's a book series by Stephen King. 2, I think they made that a crappy movie. And 3, I had no idea they had a video game. So, and I haven't seen or read any of them or played. So yeah, that's a no on my end.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new Dark Tower. But I'm sure it'll be awesome.
I mean, maybe. I have no idea. I have no idea what the concept is. Dark Tower, personally, to be able to tell.
Hey, do you want to come on and talk about it? Daytona?
Yeah, I sent the link out on Twitter, too. So we might get some people coming in on Twitter. We shall see. But if not, regardless, so we might have a guest coming in here that I wanted to talk anyway called Shadowhunter.
Yes.
And he is going to do something pretty special, right, Flip?
That's right. We talked about him last week or last stream. He's going to be trying out for Star Wars Theory to be in his Vader sequel. So it should be pretty exciting to talk to.
Yep. If people don't know, Star Wars Theory released a video last week talking about his Vader project, and instead of making it a good, couple episode series, he's going to try to make it all in one. Though he might, record it all at once and release it in separate videos, so it's still different episodes anyway. It's hard to tell, but he's putting all of his own pocket money into it, just like he did last time. He's had offers and people that want to fund the project, but he's not allowed to based on the agreement he has with Lucasfilm and Disney. So he's just got to do what he can with what he has and make money the way that he can. He can't crowdfund for it. He can't make money off the ads or anything. So, he is doing what he can, but he wants to advance past this at some point. So he's going to put all his eggs into this basket to make the best project that he possibly can. He's going to be casting at least 10 Jedi, maybe a couple of Inquisitors. I have no idea. I have no idea what he's really thinking, honestly. I figure he wants to have some Jedi that, just that can exist, that survived, that he's aware of because he knows so much about the lore, and we'll make a little nice story around that. I know that he can probably get, I think it'd be cool. Last time somebody brought up if they had Ahsoka in there, and there is an actress called Ray Kennix who is trying to make her own Ahsoka fan film herself, and that would be a cool crossover of fan filmmakers. And also, that guy, did you ever see that like short Han Solo fan film, that like really short one where he has to like save Chewie real quick and he's like at a bar? That guy, I forget his name right now, but he like Costin, or I forget his name, but he's been in like 3 or 4 Star Wars fan films, I think.
Oh, the actor that
played? The actor. Because he was also in the new Star Wars Origins or something fan film.
That's cool.
Fallon is our first guest, I guess. What's up, Fallon?
Nothing much. Only here for a spell.
Oh, yeah. For a spell.
What's up?
Nothing much. Just really, really tired. Been tired all day. Still trying to sort out the camera and microphone issues I've been having.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are not fun. Is it for your computer or for like a camcorder setup?
For my computer. Well, my dad's computer. Because this computer is wearing down from all the work I've been doing to it.
Adding memory and all that.
I wish I could.
Oh, what kind of work have you been doing to your computer?
Well, it's mostly me frequently doing recordings and stuff like that, and it does wear at a computer. Because I use this as right now daily.
Oh, yeah.
So it will wear down the computer. That's why I'm hoping near future I can get a new one, but it'll be a while.
And this isn't the same computer you were working on before.
This is the one I borrowed. But because I do so much work on it with like my PC, because I'm having to go online and do research, watch stuff. My spreadsheet that I'm working on Google Spreadsheets now, it's not the program, so.
Okay.
It'll tire out the computer. I'm just trying to make sure, and it's getting dust everywhere because I have like a regular keyboard hooked up. I don't touch the keys.
You don't touch the keys on the keyboard?
On the laptop, because right now what I'm using is a laptop, but I like the feel of an actual old-fashioned clickety-click-clack laptop.
Oh, how do you push the keys?
What do you mean? I've got it hooked up USB.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
That is a way to work, I suppose. But you guys, we got our next guest over here. So, Fallon, I'll bring you backstage if you want real quick. And I'll bring you back on in a few minutes if we don't have another guest. Sound good?
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Be right back. That one is gone. And then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I was going to do a drum roll, but it sounds stupid on my desk. So we've got the Continuum man. Oh crap! Here, there we go. All right, there we go. How's it going, man? We can't hear you.
Audio.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, brother. Your audio.
We can't hear you, man. Device not connected. Yeah, sometimes when coming in, it'll ask you, like before you come into the actual back room, it'll have you try out your microphone and your camera and stuff. So It'll let you select, if you have your microphone plugged in, it'll let you pick which microphone. Sometimes if it's just disconnected or it's not connected to the right one, then it won't go through that way. So you got to manually do it. That's annoying.
I had trouble when I used that other laptop that I have, the one from like 2009.
Yeah.
But this one's good. This one works fine. It's Ethan's Mac, checked out's Mac or whatever. And it doesn't ask me anything like that anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Until he comes back. Welcome back, Fallon.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Okay.
Over easy mode feels, yeah. He's like, I need a new one also. Yeah, I agree. I've actually been meaning to take mine in for a while, but I can't. I'd have to leave it for like 3 days without use, and it's like I really need to use it right now.
Right.
In like a couple weeks, I might be able to have a few days stretch where I don't need it for a couple days. So we'll see. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
It's like it's the type of thing where it's like things don't last that long these days anymore. So this is about 2 years old. So I'm like really worried that it'll just crap out on me soon. And it's like I need to push it at least a full year before I need a new one. Like still kind of paying off the other one. Like screw that. Too many. Francine says, when you get time, check it out. For some reason, when I clicked on his thing right here, I read it like, when check out it, you get time flip. I totally scanned it with my eyes and put the words in the wrong order.
Apparently, there's a new Stranger Things teaser where Hopper is shown alive or something.
I
think most people expected that.
Yeah, I mean, I expected him to be alive, but I haven't seen that either.
Did you say there's a character called Hopper?
Yes.
Like Thumper, but Hopper. I don't know. I do not watch Stranger Things, so I'm out of the loop on that as well.
First one was good. Second one, not so much. Third one was all right. We'll see how they go,
Yeah,
but yeah,
oopsie.
People are trying to cross it over with the Black Widow movie.
Why?
Because the actor that plays Hopper, I'm trying to remember the character's name, who's basically
he plays like the dad guy, the like Nova or something, or the the Red
people
Star.
Are saying that's
Red
really Hopper.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's
because he was a prisoner of the Russians. So,
I mean, that's a way to do it, I guess. But then Stranger Things would technically be in the Marvel MCU universe, which I guess wouldn't be too far fetched. But
right?
I don't know. Don't quite know about that. The Continuum Trek, if you're still in the chat listening, let us know when you come back in. Just re-click that link, and I'll just send another one down here to refresh for everybody.
So, Flip, did you ever watch episode 4 of Picard? I know I haven't yet, but
man, I got to tell you, Fallon, I meant to do that last night, but I got sidetracked, and I probably will tonight. Either that, or I'll watch Sonic right here from my quaint little room. And I'm not sure which one, but I do want to see it. I wish I was going to ask you the same thing. So you haven't seen it, huh?
No. I haven't seen it. It'll probably happen either tomorrow or tonight. Right now, I'm trying to start to set up a schedule for how I'm doing things, because I can tell that if I don't start scheduling stuff, I'm going to wear myself out with everything I'm doing with here on YouTube, on Twitch, and it's like I can't keep this up. I need scheduling.
Scheduling is important, but definitely, like I've told you probably way too many times, the key is to enjoy it, and scheduling is super important too.
Oh yeah, it's just I'm trying to figure out like, what do I do here? What do I do there? How much time is too much time? And it's like, okay, if I don't slow down, I'm gonna stop having fun.
Well, yeah.
I totally feel you on that too. But real quick, I got 2 people in the back room, so be right back with you, Fallon. Okay, thanks for coming on. All right, Continuum. Got your audio working?
Hello, can you finally hear me?
Yes, there we go. It's working just fine now. Nice. Perfect. Okay, so how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you guys doing? I thought I'd come by, say hello, because it's not often, because generally I'm asleep at this time and you guys do your live stream when I'm in bed. However, I'm up writing a script to change my channel. So I'm going to be doing new stuff, other stuff than just Star Trek, as it explains. as I explained, for certain reasons in a live stream that I did last night. So going in a slightly different direction. I will still do Star Trek stuff. However, I'll be doing other stuff as well. I'm starting with a old manga anime series called The Guyver, where I've already dropped some episodes on my channel. Luckily, no copyright strikes. So I'll be using that material, obviously, to make my lore videos on that franchise.
Sweet. Can't wait to see those, man. I'm glad to see you branching out.
Yeah, well, I had to. I mean, there's a lot of competition where on the Star Trek front, but also there's a lot of. I think there's going to be some trouble, obviously, going on where Star Trek is concerned over between different YouTube creators. So I'm just walking away right away from that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel you.
It has to be.
Yeah. How long have you been on YouTube, by the way?
Oh, about a year now.
A year now? Year and a half or a year? 2 years? I don't know.
A year. Started last year, end of February. I started last year. So probably about the 27th, 28th, I started last year. And I've just been throwing up content. And I got a bit better as I went along. I'm learning some new stuff at the moment, like with Adobe and things like that, After Effects. And animation software as well. But it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of learning where Adobe is concerned.
I feel you there, my friend. Holy smokes! I tried. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get Adobe. It's expensive, but like even on a school discount, it's still expensive, like $20 a month. I was like, okay, I'll see if I can learn some stuff because I like to use effects and whatnot in my projects. But it's like, Jesus, like okay, I just want to do one thing here. Okay, there's 20 steps to do it. Oh Jesus, it's like the smallest thing, and I'm like, okay, nope. I guess I'll just live without it for now.
Well, I mean, it's like Photoshop, for instance. I was using a different Photoshop app, which was free. It was called Photoscape 10 or Photoscape X. However, there's only so much you can do with it, and the quality of the pictures aren't great. So once I figured out how to do it, I thought I'll give Photoshop a try, and it's a lot more complicated. There's a lot more stuff to do.
Oh yeah, for real.
But it's easy. But also using After Effects. Where I've been learning how to make my own intros. Again, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. That's why I don't generally throw up that many videos because it takes a lot of work. But yeah, I'm doing what I can because I do everything on my own. Where I've got some channels that have a whole team doing this stuff. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm doing it on my own, and it takes a really long time. So, yeah. By the way, Flip, when are we going to see Dead Essay back?
Oh, and Dead Essay, huh?
I'll
definitely do one. I've had quite a few requests for that. So yeah, give me a week or so. I'll put something together for sure.
Cool. Yeah, we were literally just talking about that the other day, and now about his characters and whatnot. I feel like one of these days we'll need to do a crossover with his characters and mine. So we have like a good. Do you have almost 10 characters now, Flip?
Yeah, I mean close. Maybe 8 or 9. So close, yeah. You can throw in a new one together.
I actually envisioned an origin story for Dead Essay because you did another character. He's I think it's like this Chinese character who wears the hat and everything. Dead Essay. Well, before he dies, obviously he goes to a Chinese restaurant, and he eats some rotten fish. And falls down dead and comes back as a zombie in this Chinese restaurant. And the guy said, "What? The fish was only 5 days old." Something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think you should really do a skit show with all your characters because I will say I've said it before. I think I've wrote this before on your channel. You're definitely wasted on YouTube with the characters that you create.
Wow, thanks, man. Thank you very much. That really means a lot.
You're welcome.
I think that's a great idea. See, when I do something like that, well, I do have the green screen, so I could definitely make it look like I was in a restaurant. I'm like a real prop sort of person. I want to have the background and everything I possibly can. But that would be funny. He's like, "Hey, cabron, how come this fish is killing me?" And he's like, "That's $5. I don't care if you die."
Exactly, yeah.
Something like that. And by the way, there is a funny, I meant to put this out last night on Twitter, but I'll do it tonight for sure. there's a funny guy. He does songs, and instead of calling them racist songs, and he's a black guy, and he puts these songs out, and he calls them stereotype songs. He has one called the Black People Song. He has one called the White People Song. He's got one called the Arab People Song, the Chinese or the Asian People Song. And dude, it is so hilarious. His name is Z Flow, Z-F-L-O. And I'm gonna ask him if I can use one of his. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him if I can use one of his songs. It's worth it. I think you'll get a good laugh out of it. I look at some weird stuff online.
That's great.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm actually waiting for. Sorry, Rookie, you're going to say something. Sorry.
No, I'll just say real quick. Will Gentry says, if we're bringing our own topic, I'm going to bring this to the table: titties and beer.
Oh yeah,
titties and beer. Nothing wrong with titties and beer, people. Nothing wrong with titties and beer. Yeah.
Yeah, that crosses all cultures and country lines for sure.
Pretty much. By the way, I'm trying to guess where you're from. Continuum. By the way, is there a name you want us to call you by, or just Continuum, or what, like something else?
Just Continuum or Mark. You can call me Mark if you want.
Mark. All right. So I want to guess UK or Australia.
I live in Germany.
Oh my God! I'll take it way off.
Well, I'm from England. I joined the army when I was 18. Got stationed over in Germany. Pretty much stayed here. I was stationed out here for 11 years. I met a local. We got married, had some kids. And then at the 12-year point, I was issued a redundancy. So I had just under a year left. And we had a choice: move back to UK or stay here in Germany. And, well, we decided to stay in Germany. And I've been here ever since. So, yeah.
Okay, nice. I would not have guessed that right now. So.
Lots of beer and sausages.
What time is it for you right
now? It's 12:30. So it's
midnight or noon?
25 to 1 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought so. Yeah, good 8 hours or so. Or 9 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
7, 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to recognize where people are from as far as time zones go, because like people in Australia are like a good 17 hours ahead. People in like Britain are like 8 hours. People in Germany, they're 9 hours. People in like the UK, I think that's a different area than Britain or something. There's always different time zones everywhere. So it's all.
Yeah, UK is always 1 hour behind Central Europe. It's always. For me, it's easy to judge. If someone says, "Well, we're going to be dropping a video this time in the UK," I then know what it is here. However, in America, because different areas where you're from, Canada or America, they're either 6 hours. We're either 6 hours ahead, 7 hours ahead, or like I said, 9 hours ahead, depending what part of the states we're talking about. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, being on YouTube, you're really learning the time zones real quick. Stevie J is 16 hours ahead of me on the East Coast of USA. And then Rook is 3 hours behind me because he's on the full west side, the west side. Yeah, so you get to learn how to do that real quick. And by the way, I did something really dumb here. I went ahead and, it's 8:30 in Japan, apparently, Entertainment After.
8:30 a.m. tomorrow, I think.
That's correct. The following day. Monday, 8:30 a.m. But I called. I needed to talk to Stevie J, and I couldn't figure out the Hangouts. I was having issues with it, so I said, "What's your number?" And I called through a web service, so it was like AT&T web service. So I assumed, hey, this is just using the web. Oh hell no! It was a $245 call for 30 minutes. I'm not kidding, man. Yeah. So I played it off with AT&T like, oh man, I thought that was going to be free. Well, I really thought it was going to be free. And he's like, well, if you go ahead and get your international package, it'll be $5 and you can cancel it next month. And since we haven't billed you, I'll put this on that package and it won't cost more than like a few pennies. I was like, thank God. But $245. Yeah.
I laughed my ass off with that because I'm like,
well,
that's why you set up. That's why you set up StreamYard. Yeah,
I remember my first unit was about 19 before we had these things. We had just had payphones, so there I was with my Euro cents, put euros in the payphone, and then phoning back to the UK, just to let my mum know that her little boy wasn't hurt or anything. And you just watch the credit just hammer down with him. So you have like, I don't know, 10 euros put in or 20 euros put in, and you had less than a 5-minute phone call because the credit just hammered down. Those were the good old days.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Didn't need prepaid phone call cards, and you didn't have internet, so it was either that or throw up a pigeon, and that was it.
No WhatsApp didn't exist.
Oh yeah, but we got another guest behind stage as well.
Okay.
So thanks for coming on, man. If you want to give a shout out, tell us about your channel real quick though before you go, or if there's a new video you're coming up soon. So go ahead.
I do. I hopefully will have it up by tomorrow. I hope I want to have it up today. My first video will be a Guyver lore video called The Advents. Up until now, I've been doing Star Trek content. However, I'm branching out and I'll be doing content on pretty much every franchise going, starting with the Guyver.
Okay, sweet.
And
well, I'll put your link in the description after the video is all done.
And I'll reach out to you on DM. I need to talk to you about a couple things continuing.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming on, man. See you later. All right, so we've got Teresa Martin in the back. What's up, Teresa?
Hey, not much. Thank you for having me on.
Teresa!
Yeah,
I just saw you were in the middle of a live stream a bit ago. How'd that go?
Oh, it went really well, and that's what I wanted my topic to be. I was interviewing an independent filmmaker from Britain named Mega Geek, and he has done several series, and his latest one is called Rebecca Gold. And it was really fascinating to me because he gave me so much insight, not just about the movie industry, the way it's in Britain, but how you actually make a small independent film on basically nothing. And I know you know a lot about that, Rookie.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Trying.
Yeah. Well, it's fascinating to me because very much the way it is in other aspects of the industry of entertainment, it's so hard to break in. But nowadays, because we have the internet, because we have all these resources with our computers, you can find your dream and go out and just make it.
Yeah, I agree. It's a lot easier to now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and the use of green screen. And if it's okay with you, Rookie, I want to maybe ask you a little bit about when you make your movies and when you edit them. Do you use things like green screen or how do you make some of those?
I have not used green screen yet, but that is going to be one of my next purchases coming on in March, definitely. Where I'll be learning how to do that for the first time, and that will be very fun because my next project actually requires the use of a lot of people's different green screen. Like I'm having people that have green screens record their parts, and I'm gonna have to splice everything together so that it all works. It's gonna be crazy. And what I do is I usually do like reverse shot style, and then like sometimes I'll do split screen. To do split screen, you have to keep the camera in the same location, and to not have the light to be different in either shot, you have to have like no natural light in there, so all artificial light like lamps, and have the shades closed and stuff, and be able to stand somewhat on the left and right side so that you're not directly cutting down the middle, because if you do, then you'll kind of see a line there, and you gotta say your line, and then pretend that there's somebody saying the next line and then respond as well. And then it's like you have to say your line, wait, and then say your next line like a few seconds later. It's those take a little while to get used to be honest. Those are not easy for everybody.
Yeah, so you do that because you're the only actor in it. You're the actor. So you do have those special effects. I'm thinking of those little tomatoes. How do you do those tomatoes?
Oh, there's no special effects with the tomatoes. I literally just bought tomatoes and did stop motion photos with them. I had a little remote control with my camcorder, and I have this little tiny. I have a big tripod and a little tiny tripod, and I was able to set the camcorder up on the little tripod, and set the tomatoes up, and move them a little bit, take a picture, move a little bit, take a picture. And I bought little olive swords that come in drinks and stick those in them so they have weapons.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And then I had people record voices, pretty much.
Okay, well that's great. So the old-fashioned way.
I went really old-fashioned. I don't think I used any effects in my tomato ones. I just if anything, like there's high-pitched stuff that I can do to the audio to make them sound a little more squeamish, like the little was smaller or something. When things are small, they think it sounds high-pitched. So that was kind of what I did there.
Okay, well, cool. That's amazing. So that's just what's been on my mind is how these things are done and how they're produced.
Teresa, I can tell you something about that. Not because I do have a green screen, but not because of that. You can go on YouTube and pull just type in green screen explosion or green screen ghost or whatever you want after the word green screen. And you can screen record or download whatever that little video piece is, put it in your, put on your desktop, put it in your photos or whatever you want to put it in, and then start editing something together, film something, whatever you want to be the main piece that this object will go on top of. Then you'll click on you've got your main piece done, like it's just you sitting there maybe, and then you click on the green screen item that you picked originally, and you just click on it, and you can, I guess, right click, or you can go to your chroma key tool. Look for a chroma key tool in your editing program. It'll ask you to pick whatever you want to be a green screen, and it'll drop right on top. It's that easy.
Yep, I literally took a few things from the internet to see if I can do that with my editor, and it worked just like that.
Wow.
Easy peasy.
So it's really not that intense if you do want to do something with green screen once you've got what you need.
Well, actually, it kind of depends on what you want to film. So, it depends on the complexity of what you're filming. If it's if you're trying to have a fight scene or something with a green screen and you're the only actor that's physically there and you're trying to splice it with somebody else's or something, you have to be really precise on where you're filming. So, other aspects will be harder than the green screen itself. It's a picturing how you're going to edit it, pretty much, is where the struggle will come in. So how you film it will help you edit it in a way. Because if you don't do as good a job filming it, then it'll be a bitch to actually straighten it all out and make it better to film it or to edit it.
Okay, excellent. And my question for you, Rookie, is as you're going forward, are you thinking of starting to have more actors come into your things, or?
Well, so that's been the issue so far, is that there hasn't been any people in my town that really act that much. But I guess I'll find some Facebook groups or something and see if there's anybody that wants to, or I'll go down to the college and see if there's any people that want to act or something. They go to the theater room, hey, you guys want to act in a movie or something? It's not a full-on movie, but it's something.
Oh, okay, so, cool. Yeah, and so you're actually study in your studies towards this.
Well, actually, there's no film schools in my area at all.
Oh no.
There's one or two film classes, but that's it, and they don't really teach you that much. Just some basics, but nothing too much. Everything else that I've learned has been literally by picking up the camera and doing it myself on YouTube.
Oh well, but sure, isn't that the way a lot of us are doing it, anyways? But wow, I am now completely fascinated about these whole aspects of making independent films, and they start off very small and then they go bigger from there. So is your next project, is it what do you anticipate?
Well, it's going to be released this July, definitely in July. I just finished the scripts last week, and now now the process is sending people the scripts, and that's going to be a bitch because there's at least 20 people that have at least a few lines in every episode. And I'm going to have 8 episodes, and it's the way I have to send them. Think about sending things to people on email. It's just it's going to take me a little while to send them out. But once I do, then they could start filming their parts that I need. And then, it'll be pretty fun. Teresa, if you want to sometime stream and talk about, film stuff or ask me questions about it, I'd love to. It'll be fun.
Okay, well, great. Yeah, so that's what was on the mind, and I appreciate you letting me pick your brain a little bit for a few minutes talking about it. It's just a new world for me. And Flipped Out, are you involved at all in this?
I have a couple little things I'm doing on the Rookie Legends. Yep, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, once again, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Teresa.
No problem. Everybody, please subscribe to Teresa Martin. She's in the chat right now. I think you're a mod, right? On here?
Yes, I am. Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you can drop your link. And thank you for coming by. We'll have you on probably again some other time.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, have a good one.
Okay.
All right. And I think we've got our guest of the night, Flip.
All right.
Our Shadow Hunter has arrived. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Hey, man. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you lot doing?
Doing great, man. I'm curious. So you're trying to audition for Star Wars Theory, right? To be a Jedi?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, obviously, you never know.
Of course,
But
yeah.
it's always best to put stuff out there.
Well, that sounds awesome, though, dude.
I mean, to be honest, yeah.
So how long have you been like doing acrobatics or gym stuff or some type of martial arts, or what kind of stuff have you done to, try out for a Jedi?
Well, the lightsaber combat can be a bit difficult, but I've been learning about that for like 2-3 years now, and just learned basics. Obviously, got a bit more advanced, and I feel more comfortable with lightsabers, dual-bladed, 2 lightsabers. It just, I don't know. I've always been interested in being a Jedi and just having Darth Vader throw me around the place, and just thought, hey, why not? Let's give this a go.
Okay, nice. How many years would you say you've been doing that with the lightsabers?
About 2-3 years.
2 or 3 years. Awesome. Yeah, are you just gonna like record a video and then send that to them for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah, you have to record a clip of you. I think you have to do a scene or like a tape scene, and maybe some voice lines as well. And then you send that in, I think. And that's how I did, anyways.
Oh, sweet. Do you want to play like an alien Jedi or just like a human Jedi? Or of course you'd probably play whichever part they give you, but.
To be honest, I'm not really too fussed. Anything they give me, I'm just with, to be honest.
Well, that's awesome, dude. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that, is he trying to make this one episode really long, or is he trying to just record all of the next episodes all at once?
I think he was going for a 5-part episodes of this Vader film, but because I don't know, something to do with money and how much it'll cost, all 5 episodes, he just put it all into this one episode, I think. And that's just pretty cool. More voice lines, more character building with Vader and with Mace Windu and some of the other Jedis. And also just some really cool lightsaber fights. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be really fun if I get into it. And I hope it comes out probably this year. And yeah, I think a lot of people would enjoy this.
Oh, I do too, man. I'm thrilled, and I can't wait. That'd be so awesome if you could get one of the parts. I'm wondering how many people would even audition for it to have the skills to be able to do. I assume there's lots of flips, jumping around, lots of stunts and whatnot.
Well, Rookie,
yeah.
I forgot to mention, I'm going to be doing some stunts for them. So, yeah.
You what?
I'm doing
one flip. I can't see you doing. I can't see you do a flip, and I can't see you do a hop either. Really, that's pushing it.
Yeah. No, but I think it's really interesting that you're auditioning. What exactly, if I'm asked, what exactly was it that made you realize you could reach out? Was there a request for an audition? Did I miss something? Did he put out a video?
Basically, he put out a casting call video calling for different Jedis. They needed Mace Windu, which, I mean, judging by the colour of my skin, I don't think I can be Mace Windu.
Right.
And also, just for the different Jedis and all that, I think Vader's already been taken by the person who acted him out in episode 1. So he did a casting call video, and basically you had to send a clip in, and he'd probably choose one of them, well, a couple of them. Then get it.
Yeah, you broke up there a little bit. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that last?
Yeah. So basically, you send a clip in from whatever you want to do, like lightsaber stuff and lines from the film, whatever film you want it to be. And then he'd probably, if it was good enough, he'd probably choose you to be one of the Jedis for the film, obviously. If you do, then it's just a big accomplishment.
Huge. Did you get to Star Wars Theory or anybody like that yet, or?
No. Okay. I've said it in anything else since, but.
Well, it's really awesome. Well. You'll have to keep us updated, because if you can get into that, wow, what an opportunity! You know, you must be pretty thrilled about it.
I know. I mean, it can be a bit nerve-wracking, like in front of all the cameras and all that, but you just gotta get your head into there, get stuck in, and hope for the best, really.
Right. You know, if I may, we have a collective creator that does. Well, he does a lot of gaming streaming. His name is Epic2302.
Yeah.
And he dresses up as Anakin and does little videos and puts effects in it and everything. Honestly, I mean, the gaming to me is a dime a dozen. That doesn't. It's not to say he's not good. He is talented on Battlefront 2, but he's very talented when he dresses up and does stuff like that. Do you think you'd ever put videos out where you're dressed like a Jedi?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Well, I don't want to say definitely or I won't do it, because this might come back to like bite me someday when I eventually do it, or eventually just don't do it at all. So I'm gonna put a maybe out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta get used to it and practice and take the time to buy the props and everything, but I think that would really be awesome. I just don't think there's enough people out there doing stuff like that. And that's not to say somebody anything else is, not better for it, but hey, as far as entertainment goes, I really like seeing that stuff, so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have any questions for us?
Like, obviously you do videos and all that, and like, where do you get these ideas from? Like, is it just pops into your head, or do you have you have time to yourself and just like write some video down and see if anything comes out of that or anything like that?
Rook, do you want to answer first?
I just got here. I didn't get to hear the question yet.
Oh, he's asking, how do we come up with ideas for videos? Do they just pop in our minds, or what?
I mean, sometimes they do just pop into my head, but I don't know. Sometimes I have to think about something that could be funny. Like I recorded one where I dressed up as an NPC, like a non-playable character or SJW kind of thing. It was like, I'll put on a voice to it and just say something silly, I'm going to cancel everyone in the fandom menace and whatever, and just make a skit out of that, or have a different Jeff character. Like I thought of making different characters that are all played by me, so I just gave them different. I just gave them all different Jeff names. So there's like the Jeffster, Jeffy Fro, Jeffy, all these different Jeff's characters, and just have them have different personalities and interact, and just kind of make it funny as it goes, pretty much. Sometimes they'll hit you in the head. Sometimes I got to think about them.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's better to go all out than just half-ass it, really, to be honest.
Yeah. And honestly, once you embarrass yourself enough on the internet, then you can do anything. All shame goes away, and you just go, I'm just going to do whatever I think I can. Pretty much. What about you? Have you ever done any skits or anything online, Darth Shadow?
I think. I don't think I have. I've been interested in people who do it, like the time it takes, and like what they do to like make skits funny are really interested me and intrigued me. Like the different outfits, the different characters to come up with, and just the different responses they have to each other. Very intriguing. I'd love to try it one day. Just I don't think right now would be the best time.
I gotcha. Yeah, sometimes everybody does it on different times, of course. Fallon's trying to get into that herself, trying to get into skits, but it's taken a little while as well to get used to the feeling.
Yeah.
It does. It takes a minute. And like Rook said, the first time you pull the trigger and you're sitting there, you've done the video, it's ready to go, and you know you're fairly happy with it, but you're questioning yourself about what idiocy you've gotten yourself into. When you hit that button, it's too late. And you know that. And when you finally do hit the button, you know, you just let it go. You just let it go. You're going to have distractors no matter what you do. Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, you just explained it there, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you have any acting background?
Well, I did do a couple of school plays. I did help on this. I did help out some different stage stuff on this independent film set, but that's pretty much it.
That's.
I mean, I'm always, a couple.
Not easy.
I've always been intrigued by theatre and all that.
Yeah. Do you have any goals that you want for the future to go with this type of career at all, or just kind of like a fun hobby to do, or?
Goals. I mean, to be honest, I just want to show people that no matter what shape you are or anything no matter what you are or what you do, anything is possible. Just don't let that barrier hold you back.
No, I agree. But I mean, is there a career path that you want to take with your skills that you have with this? Is what I meant. Yeah.
Hopefully more action stuff, to be honest. Comedy. I'm not too funny, to be honest with you, but
we'll let the audience decide that. You never know.
But yeah.
Hey, but if you wanted to be a stuntman on a show, or an acrobat or an acrobat or a choreographer or something, being involved in some type of action scenes, in film or in plays or theaters or something, or is there a different path altogether?
Would be real. Yeah. Choreographing fight scenes, it'd be a fun thing to do. It'd be a bit risky, but it'd take a lot of time and dedication. And if it's really good at the end, you know you've done your job. So obviously it's that high risk, high reward factor for choreographing. So
yeah, I agree. Imagine being the choreographer on episode. Yeah. Imagine being the choreographer on episode 3, the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight.
Oh, the pressure on you as well. But sometimes pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, true.
And obviously, whoever choreographed that fight for him took that pressure and turned it into a diamond.
Yeah, definitely. Is there any fight scenes in films that you'd say are your favorite?
Oh, jeez.
Ones that come to head in my mind are some from King Arthur or Star Wars. I'd count those as sword fights also. 300, I wouldn't really say in that show or in that movie, but in the show Spartacus, there's quite a few pretty good sword fights.
Yeah. There is a lot of good shouts out there. They're all unique in their own ways, but I don't know, it's just a lot of our special place in my heart, especially. A lot of the Avengers fight scenes and just the one from Captain America: The Winter Soldier near the end where Captain America was facing Bucky Barnes, his best mate, it had the choreography, the emotion, and just the tension, and that's probably one of the my favourite ones for me.
Yeah. What do you think, Flip? What's yours?
What? Sorry, I was answering the.
Oh, you ignoring? I get. No, I was kidding. Falling asleep, old man. Favorite fight scenes in films.
Whew, that's tough. I liked back in the day. I really liked the Matrix one where Neo has to fight all the Agent Smiths, and the second one, Matrix 2, whatever it's called.
That's a good shout.
I like that one. Any Bruce Lee movie is great. Jackie Chan rocks. Yeah, somewhere like that. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Pick one individually is tough. That's tough.
Mm.
Indeed. Ducat Rebels in the chat said Princess Bride. Yeah, those sword fights are pretty good too in there. With the Yukino Montoro or whatever versus the main dude. That's pretty good.
Mm.
All righty.
James Clark wants to come in.
Maybe on the next Bring Your Own topic, we'll have him on, definitely. We're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon.
Coolio. Galopulus.
So I got some chicken in the oven, so it's got like 10 minutes left or something.
All right.
But yeah, so Shadow, are there any upcoming YouTube videos that you want to do, or have you created your YouTube channel yet? Actually, I haven't taken a look yet, if you do.
I have. It's called Shadow Hunter. I do Star Wars stuff and some film stuff as well. Talk about some of that. Right now, I've been streaming a bit. I'm hoping to do like a video where it's the top 10 films of this decade, but the decade that's just gone. That's something I've been looking into. Obviously, 2019 I think was a good year for films, and that's going to be hard to choose from.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea, man. Good idea for video. I was going to say a little tip on your Twitter page, like in the bio and the description and stuff. I think you can put a link to your YouTube channel there, and that'll be a lot easier for people to help find your content.
Yeah, probably would be.
Yeah. It's all good. Just a tip there, because I'm going to try to find your YouTube channel to link it.
There's a lot of them. So I went to his Twitter, which is at Dark Shadow 419, correct?
Yes.
And I think he had a link there to his YouTube. I'm reading it. It says Darth Shadow on your picture, but wasn't it DARK Shadow for your Twitter? No, it's Darth Shadow.
Yeah.
And, 419. Okay.
All right. I think I about got it. Okay. Got your video. Got your channel. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I'll subscribe and post it in the chat.
Yeah, I probably should put a link there to make it a bit easier.
Because it'll just be right at the top, and they'll go, "Oh, he's a YouTuber." When they see a YouTube channel, they go, "Oh, he's a YouTuber."
At this moment, I knew I effed up.
It's all good. It's all a learning process, and combining Twitter with YouTube is a process.
Yeah, I mean, combining anything with anything is a process.
Pretty much, but that's why we are here to help.
Yeah.
I just posted the link down in the chat, so if everybody wants to give him a sub or check out his channel, go ahead. I also posted another link to his Twitter as well, so you guys can give him a follow there. And yeah, this has been pretty fun. Are there any last things that you want to bring up, man?
Well, I hope you all enjoyed me being here. Probably not the best thing for you to do on a Monday. Well, for me, it's Monday morning. But
for us, it's a Sunday afternoon. We got nothing better to do. We're all fat and lazy in America, so it's all good.
You're not the only one.
I'm literally about to go eat some drumsticks and a 2-liter of Pepsi. I'm fat asses. That's all good.
God's sakes.
Speaking the
You got the
language.
other one,
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
By the way, his Twitter is at Shadowhunter419.
Yeah, but I just posted his Twitter in the chat as well.
Gotcha. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Got the channel and the Twitter in there, so people can go check him out. We'll definitely try to have you on again sometime, or maybe we'll do like a pre-recorded one, so we can do like a easier video here and whatnot.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can put that on your YouTube channel too if you wanted to help get some attention over there. That'd be good.
Yeah, well,
Yep. Especially this would be kind of cool to see your journey if you do get cast as a part in the Star Wars series project. To, like see you on your process going there. People can like watch you and get updated and whatnot. So that'd be fun.
it would be. Just very excited for it and see what the future holds.
No, yeah. And one last question, I suppose. What color lightsaber would you want to have if you could pick for to be in the movie?
Oh, for God's sakes. Well, it can't be red.
Okay, and you can have two lightsabers if you wanted to do a dual wield or like a two bladed, two different colors for a dual blade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll say that I'd probably go green just to stand out a bit. But if I was having dual bladed, I'd go green and maybe cyan.
Okay. This would be pretty cool. I think so. Yeah, I think that blue is a little oversaturated in the public these days, so some green would be refreshing.
Yeah. I mean, the yellow lightsaber that Rey had at the end to Rise Skywalker was a bit intriguing.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool. See, that would have been kind of cool if they started the movie with that instead of something else, and that would show her own Jedi training. At least that she would have looked up something to know something about Jedi and make a lightsaber. It's like, okay, good, you did that part. That's not easy to do, so you're able to do that. Good, that's something.
Yeah,
But then again, that's good for the character.
It would have separated her from the rest of the Jedi, because the rest of the Jedi had more simple training, well, especially the Galactic Republic days. But yeah, it would have been better at the beginning of the film, but obviously J.J. Abrams knew what he was doing, and yeah.
Yep. Yep. Any last things you want to bring up, Flip?
Sorry, go on.
Oh, you're good, man. No, I'm gonna. Whenever you're ready to close out, I'm gonna go over our new people and some suggested subscriptions.
Yep, we're actually at that point pretty much. I didn't know if you had any more questions for him or
I don't.
bring up in general. So
I do look forward to keeping track of your journey. Win or lose, remember, it's taking a step forward in your life, doing something exciting and daring. And I wish you the most luck and all the best.
Thank you, mate. I wish you two the best of luck in your futures as well.
Well, thank you, man. So I'm going to list a handful of people. Some, let's see if I can get the new ones. We're about to bring on a guy. His name is Mikail, Mikhail CN. And we're going to be bringing on a guy named Todd Sullivan. And a buzzing phone, apparently. And y'all don't forget to subscribe.
I'm not bad, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
you're good.
Some of these people, I'm seeing a lot of the collective, liking and sharing. But let's remember to subscribe to each other so that we can not only beat the algorithm, but definitely just help one another out. And let's give each other a leg up, because it's the world against us, and I believe that we can do a lot better than this. So don't forget to subscribe to your favorite Ichibaka. I know you guys remember him. Not My Star Wars. Echo Base Network, while they are doing awesome, I just suggest you check them out if you haven't, because they are incredible. We have a new creator called Pixar Nerd Studios. Totally awesome channel. You guys should check out Pixar Nerd Studios. And another one called It's Easy, ITZ 3AZY. And I'll post a list of our new people here real soon in case you missed them on the community sub alerts, and then you guys will have a second chance to go ahead and sub them. And that's it. Other than that, guys, thanks for joining us, and let's rise together.
Yeah, this has been great. Shadowhunter, you just got 4 new subs, man. You're at over 20 now. So, heck yeah, working up that ladder, dude. Love it.
Yay. Yay.
We'll get you to 100 in no time.
Well, I'm not really too bothered about the subs, but I appreciate all you people out there.
Yeah, no problem, man. To us, it's like not just the subscriptions, but it's like that's people that are interested in what you're doing and trying to watch you grow.
Support
like seriously,
you.
I had 7 people when I started, and then nobody was hardly watching those. And then I put out a few other videos. It's like, oh, what's this guy doing? Okay, and then people are checking it out. And it's like, okay, sweet. There you go. We'd like to thank our guest, Darth Shadow, our other guests that we had today. Fallon Reacts, our I was going to say Queen at Knight of Destiny. What's her
Oracle
position again? Oracle of Destiny. Fallon Reacts came by for a little bit. And Teresa Martin, she's awesome. She and I are going to be talking about some film stuff later, either on my channel or on hers. And we had Continuum Trek, but he's the Continuum now, but in my head he's always Continuum Trek. That's how I saw it on Twitter. And that rolls off the tongue better than just saying the Continuum, period. So that is, thank you everybody in the chat for coming on by. Will Gentry over Easy Mode, Curtis YZ, Teresa Martin's back there in the chat. The Continuum is back, and everybody. So that is great. Everybody have a great one. We'll be back again on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your day. In 1 second, once I get the video up.